Hey, what's going on, guys? Steve Halverson here. Thank you so much for checking out the Sales Funnel Blueprint. The reason I made this is because this is probably the number one question that we get asked is what is a sales funnel? How does it work? What are the moving pieces? Why do I need one? Why should I have one? And I wanted to address this thing head on, so you could at least get some basic information on what a funnel is, what a sales funnel is, what a marketing funnel is. There's lots of different terms you might hear out in the marketplace as to what they are, what they do, how they work, and there's also a lot of course, misinformation out there as well. So my goal here with this particular video is to eliminate that. So that way, if when you're at your next dinner party and someone's talking about funnels, you can at least carry on a conversation. Even if you don't deploy one in your business, which obviously I highly recommend, because this will become your businesses and your salespeople's best friend, because it automates a lot of the lead generation and follow-up that you're probably currently doing manually. But at the very least, I wanted you to have a good base level knowledge of what a funnel is, what are the moving pieces, and how does the whole thing work. So right below this video, you'll see a little button that says click here to, this is a different button actually that is on the following page, but if you click on the button right below this video, it'll bring you into this page and it'll give you this sort of diagram of a sales funnel. And so I want to kind of explain this for you so you understand the moving pieces. And so what we're going to do is we're going to engineer it from start to finish. So this is what you might hear as top of funnel or your traffic source online, whether it's AdWords or some type of banner advertising or Facebook ads, or in many cases it could even be manual traffic. So like if you're at like a networking event and someone says, hey, what's your website? Well, rather than just sending to like a home page that has no call to action, you always want to send that person into your actual the first page of your funnel, which is typically a very simple landing page. Here, I'll give you an example of mine. You actually just came through it. So you came to this page, you clicked on this, you entered in your name and email, and you click send me the blueprint, and then that pushed you into the page just before this one that this video is now playing on. So you're actually currently, ironically, in my funnel right now. And so what happens is that's that first page. This page right here is this initial opt-in page or initial offer. There's a lot of different strategies you can use here, whether it's a free consultation or depending on what type of business you have. Like attorneys like to use a free 30-minute consultation. Those work well in the legal niche, depending on what type of law that your firm provides. If you're a doctor or a chiropractor, a lot of that strategy is going to depend on the targeting and the parameters that we use in the advertising. So we're going to filter out people that already have an established dentist or chiropractor or doctor, and sort of target people that are new to the area, things of that nature. So a lot of that really depends on the targeting that we're using. But we're going to be driving traffic to a page like that gives out that initial offer, whether it's a free thing or a PDF download or a free video or some sort of next step. And what you'll notice is that there's nothing else they can do on this page other than watch this video and or click on the Teach Me Now button. So there's no About Me page, there's no company information, this is a very simple, it's a single purpose website. Now obviously a funnel is much different than a website. A lot of people will say it's website 2.0 or it's the death of the website. It's still a website because it's online, driven through a web page. It just has a totally different function, a totally different objective. What you're trying to do with a funnel is filter people out and push the right people through your sales process. So if 1,000 people land on this page, the people that are going to click on this have a much higher likelihood of learning more about me, learning more about what I do, getting some information, getting a question answered, learn about what it might take to become a client of mine, things of that nature. So you want to, as you're creating your marketing funnel or advertising funnel, it's always a good idea to, give value up front, give away something for free, give people some information, answer a question. There's a lot of different ways to do this. You can survey your audience, figure out what their top 3 or 5 questions are, and then set up landing pages that answer those questions, or set up a frequently asked question area, set up a case study. There's all kinds of different things that you can do to deliver value to your clients or potential clients that you can do through a funnel. And what it's doing is filtering out the people that are less likely to work with you, and sort of allow the people to pass through that indicate themselves, that take action themselves on learning more about that, that thing that you're offering for free. Again, whether it's like a solar company would be a free quote, or like a free no obligation quote. An attorney would be a free consultation. A lot of these internet marketing guys like to give away a free video or a free strategy or something. Look at mine. I'm giving you a free blueprint, right? Same thing. You're doing what I'm coaching right here. So now, once they actually take action and go through this, and they end up on the download page, which technically, this one is technically the one you're actually on. Once you click the little button below the video, the little click here to download button that's in there, that'll bring you into this page to give you the actual visual. Because it's always important to have visuals. One way for me to deliver this would be to sit in front of my camera and explain it. But I think most people, myself included, like to see what it actually is. And so, but bottom line is, once you build this machine, you're literally just going to you're always going to build this first. You build all the components to it first, and then you pour traffic on it. So what a lot of people do is they'll build this one page. They don't have anything connected to it, which doesn't really truly make it a fully functioning funnel. And so what happens is they lose a lot of the value of having the data. When someone puts their name and email address in there should be some sort of an automated process or some type of follow-up process that you put all those people through without you having to really do anything. So that way, when they come out the other end, they're requesting some type of a meeting or asking questions, emailing you, responding to a messenger, responding to a text message that you've automatically sent them. And that's kind of what happens after they consume the details. So after you consume this page, what happens is there's a little line of code in here. I do a lot of Facebook ads, and so what happens is there's a little code in this page that I can now send you more Facebook ads because you've taken action on this page. So don't be shocked if you see a Facebook ad from me in the near future, based on the potential next step of talking to me about potentially becoming a client of mine and exploring what that might look like. But that's not for this particular video. So going back to this here, so once the person enters in their information, then what's going to happen is we're going to send off a series of different communications on autopilot to those people. So they're going to automatically get an email, hey, thanks for checking out my blueprint. And then I'm just going to send them a series of different pieces of content, either through text message or through Facebook Messenger or through email or through video messaging, or there's a whole bunch of different things that we can do, ringless voicemail. There's all types of different ways that we can sort of, reach out and touch people in an automated way that allows you to work less and earn more. So that's really the whole idea behind these sales funnels, is automating a good portion, not all of it. Now, this is not some, automated dream machine that's going to allow you to be on vacation all the time. The most important part of a sales funnel is still the person using it. It's still the salesperson at the other end of it that's answering. Because what's going to happen when you deploy stuff like this is you're going to automate a lot of the communications. But what if somebody has a question that the sales funnel can't answer for them? Like if someone responds to one of the emails that the sales funnel generated or automatically sent out to them, if they reply to that email and say, hey, like if you're a home improvement guy, what's the cost of a 10 by 10 granite slab? Well, guess what? The sales funnel can't automatically do your job for you. So you have to then jump in there and be Johnny on the spot and deliver good customer service, answer questions, help that person take the next step. So what the sales funnel ultimately is doing is, as you may well know, in today's marketplace, it takes on average 5 to 12 touches before you can create a customer, which is dollar signs coming out the other end. I should have added one more little piece here, which is like a meeting into a closed deal, but I think you get the picture. That closed deal is not going to happen without you jumping in there and responding to people and answering questions and being a helper, being someone that they know, like, and trust enough to do business with. So the sales funnel can only get you so far. But the thing that we're seeing right now is, and you're probably experiencing this right now in your own business, a lot of this stuff people are doing manually. It's a massive amount of time drain on your day, and I think you'd agree that if you could spend more time having conversations with people that are actually interested, which all this really is a big filter, right? We're filtering out the people that have less likelihood of doing business with you, which if you were to take your own time to try to figure that out, I don't know what the math is on it, but it's hours, if not days of your time, reaching out and text messaging someone, emailing them, following up with them, driving them to a landing page, sending them a video. That whole process takes hours and hours of your time or your salespeople's time. So I guess that's fine if you're just paying someone commission only and they're out there, doing their own manual prospecting. You're only paying them if they close a deal. But if you're a one-man army, or if you're the sales team in your business, if you own the business and you're doing all the sales, then you're probably investing a lot of time in doing a lot of the stuff that a sales funnel can do for you on autopilot without you doing a whole lot other than driving more and more traffic into that free page. Getting them to download your thing, getting them to take action, and then once you have their name and email address from this page, right? Once you have their name and email address that they put into the page, then you just simply follow up with them in an automated way, whether it's once a week, once a day, a couple times a week. You just follow up with them for months and months and months, and then oftentimes people will say, "I feel like I already know you because I've watched one of your videos." They've heard me talk, they've heard me, like even a video like this, like there's nothing much to it, but people love stuff like this and they respond to it because there's no pitch in disguise here. I'm not trying to convince you to become a client. I'm just helping you and showing you value, and those are the same types of things that you want to be doing in your business, whether you're a dry cleaner or a home improvement guy or even a solar guy. There's lots of things you can do to make your funnel perform very well if you remove sort of the sales pitch out of it and allow the people to people are going to ask for information once they see your stuff, and it's a match for what they're looking for. People will opt in for that, and so that's when you put on your sort of your sales hat and your closing the deal hat. Once the sales funnel has touched them 5 or 10 times, then they're going to be ready for that next level conversation. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that pretty much describes what a funnel is, all the moving pieces. Again, you've got your traffic source, you've got your page, your opt-in page, your download page. There could be a wide variety of different steps that you take in between here, whether we're adding value, adding videos. There's all kinds of different strategies we can use, but just in its simplest form, you have your traffic source, your single-purpose landing page, your download page, or some type of a thank you page. And then you're automatically sending to people that take this action, emails, messengers, text messages, more content, all then leading to some sort of a meeting or some sort of a phone call. And so if this type of system has, hopefully it's answered a lot of your questions, and hopefully you have a much more clearer picture on what a sales funnel is and what it does and how it works. But if there are some unanswered questions, what you're going to want to do next is click on this little button down here and jump on my calendar, and I can kind of show you a more custom look at what a sales funnel might look like in your particular business, based on your audience, based on your targeting, based on your exact, because this is just a generic one. This is not specific to your business, which we would never ever, advise just building a generic sales funnel without knowing exactly what the goals are, without knowing exactly who the audience is, without knowing exactly how that audience responds, what might work well in that niche, in that industry. And it's custom for every different type of customer that we deal with. So if you want to learn more about this, if you want to jump on a call with me, feel free to click on this little button down here. Click here to learn more. It'll drive you into my calendar. You can book yourself onto my calendar at a time that works well for you. And then we can get on a call together and take the next step as far as answering more questions that you might have. So anyways, thanks guys for checking out the video. Please hit the like button, hit the share button. I really appreciate it, and look forward to helping you have sales funnel success in the future. Take care, guys.